I've spent years pretending everything was fine while quietly carrying the weight of a secret that ruined my life. I thought silence kept me safe, but now the truth won't stay buried. And it's coming for me. Welcome to Reddit Toxic Family Telltales channel. New episode every day. When I first started at this company 3 years ago, I was brand new in town, lonely, eager to prove myself, desperate to make friends. And that's exactly when Trent found me. He spotted my weakness in the first week. At first, it seemed harmless. He'd asked me to proofread his reports because, supposedly, English wasn't his first language. Funny thing though, he grew up in Ohio. Still, I wanted to be helpful, so I said yes. Then came the little favors. His computer kept crashing, so he asked me to fix up his spreadsheets. Of course, the same computer worked just fine when he was playing online poker during lunch. Within 6 months, I wasn't just helping, I was basically doing Trent's entire job. He had me trained like a circus animal while he sat back and took the credit. And here's the kicker, when a promotion came up, he submitted a portfolio that was 90% my work. He got the job. He became my boss. That was the moment something in me snapped. I started collecting evidence. For 3 years, I documented every lie, every manipulation. Emails where he begged me to take over because he didn't understand the software. Screenshots showing me logged in at 2 a.m. while he was nowhere to be found. I thought I was covering for a teammate, but Trent was crafting a reputation as some kind of miracle worker who could juggle impossible workloads. People actually believed he was a genius. Meanwhile, he guilt-tripped me anytime I tried to push back. He'd say things like, "I thought you were a friend. Guess I was wrong to trust you." And the worst part? I'd cave. Every single time. His kid was sick. His mom was in surgery. His car broke down. Every excuse ended with me doing his work while he promised he'd make it up to me. Spoiler alert, he never did. Then came the moment that really cut deep. I overheard him during his promotion interview saying, "I've carried dead weight for too long. I'm ready to build a team that actually contributes something valuable." He was talking about me. Me, the one who'd been holding his whole career together. That's when I knew, this wasn't friendship, this wasn't teamwork. This was theft. And I was done. I filed everything with HR. 3 years worth of receipts. They told me they'd investigate, but you know how office investigations go. Meanwhile, Trent waltzed into his shiny new role as my boss, officially dumping his workload on me. Within weeks, he was drowning. He couldn't answer basic questions in executive meetings without frantically texting me under the table. Departments started whispering, wondering why Trent couldn't handle even routine tasks without his team, which was just me. But when I resigned, that's when the cracks split wide open. Suddenly, there was no one left to hide behind. Trent begged me to stay, even offered me a raise, but still less than what he made off my labor. "You can't leave me now," he said. "I finally have the power to help your career." Power? He'd been blocking me for 3 years straight. A month after I left, Trent was on a performance plan. By month 2, he was demoted. His golden boy image shattered. I thought I'd escaped clean. I even landed an incredible offer at our competitor, double the salary, real growth opportunities. All that was left was the background check. Should have been routine, right? Except it wasn't. My offer was suddenly withdrawn with some vague excuse about concerns during verification. I didn't understand, until I saw Trent's Instagram story. There he was at a bar, clinking glasses with someone I recognized from the competitor's HR team. The caption? "Sometimes karma needs a little help." That's when I realized, he wasn't just sabotaging me at work. He was sabotaging my entire future. But I wasn't going down quietly. Oh no. Not this time. I screenshotted everything. Twice. 3 years with Trent had taught me to always keep backups. And then, shaking but determined, I called a lawyer friend from college. "Does this count as defamation? As interference?" I typed with trembling fingers. Her response came fast. "This is serious. Meet me tomorrow morning. Bring every shred of evidence you've got." That night, I turned my apartment into a war room. Papers everywhere. Labeled folders stacked high. Emails where Trent admitted he couldn't do his job. Messages where he outright begged me to cover for him. Screenshots of him napping while I carried us both. By the time morning came, my anger had cooled into something sharper. This wasn't just about revenge anymore. This was about making sure no one else got destroyed by him like I almost had. My lawyer friend flipped through the evidence, her eyebrows climbing higher and higher. Then she stopped on one email and said quietly, "This isn't just credit theft. This is fraud. He billed clients for work he didn't do and admitted it." Fraud. That one word changed everything. She started making calls. And soon I wasn't fighting Trent alone anymore. Friday morning, Samantha pulled off something genius. She set her phone to record, walked right up to Trent, and asked the simplest question about a project. That's it. Just a basic, straightforward question. And Trent? He completely lost it. He started screaming, red in the face, about tasks he never even assigned her, threatening to make sure she never worked in this city again. Then came the golden moment. He sneered, "I've dealt with traitors before. Ask your friend how her job search is going." That was it. That was the admission. Proof he'd sabotaged me. We finally had him. Friday evening, Brandon, who I hadn't heard from in years, called out of nowhere. His voice was steady, but I could hear the weight behind it. "I'm tired of hiding. I'm tired of letting him win. Count me in." He had evidence too, emails, documents, all from 5 years back when Trent was still a junior. Same tricks, same manipulation, same lies. The pattern was undeniable. This wasn't new. This was who Trent had always been. By Monday morning, things hit another level. Nicole Barnes officially launched a full-blown investigation into Trent's department going back 5 years. Every report, every presentation, every client deliverable was now under review. Samantha said Trent looked like a man on death row. He sat hunched at his desk, trying to recreate years of work overnight. His reports? Disaster. Basic errors, missing analysis, formatting like a high school project done at 2 a.m. I mean, the difference was so obvious it was almost laughable, like watching someone try to rewrite Shakespeare using a text generator. And it only got worse. Accounting experts came in that Tuesday. They sat in a conference room with stacks of invoices, comparing Trent's so-called contributions against the actual system logs. Even from across the room, the mismatches screamed off the page. Then my phone rang. A number I recognized, the HR department from the competitor that had pulled my job offer. My chest tightened as I picked up. "We're reviewing our background check process after receiving some concerning information about one of our employees," the woman said carefully. "Your application may be reconsidered if those concerns prove unfounded." For the first time in weeks, my hands didn't shake. For the first time, I felt the tide turning in my favor. By Thursday, Nicole called me directly. Her voice was clipped, angry. The accountants found something. Trent billed clients for over 200 hours of work that IT logs show he never even touched. And all of it? Done under your login. This wasn't just theft anymore. This was fraud. Real criminal fraud. Friday morning, my lawyer called me laughing. "You're going to love this," she said. Trent's lawyer reached out. "He wants a deal. He'll stop spreading lies if you drop your complaints." I couldn't help but laugh too. "And what did you tell them?" "That it's out of our hands now. The police are investigating criminal fraud. We couldn't stop it even if we wanted to." That same evening, Samantha called me crying, but for once they were happy tears. Nicole had guaranteed her job was safe, even apologized for not protecting employees sooner. She got an immediate raise and a transfer to a healthier department. Through sniffles, she said, "What you did made this possible. I can finally breathe again." By Monday, the floodgates opened. I got a LinkedIn message from a woman named Ashley Norris. She said Trent had pushed her out of the industry 3 years before me, but she kept everything, every receipt, every email, every shred of proof. Her message ended with, "I always knew this day would come. I just didn't know if I'd be brave enough to speak up when it did." Nicole wasted no time. Tuesday, she called an emergency board meeting. She wanted me to present the evidence myself. Wednesday morning, I walked into the boardroom in my best suit, carrying 3 years of pain neatly organized into folders. 12 executives stared at me from across a long table. At the far end sat Trent, pale, hollow, his lawyer at his side. He looked so small, so much less than the monster I'd been fighting for years. Nicole introduced me as a key witness. I projected the first email onto the screen, March 3 years ago. Trent admits he cannot complete the Henderson report without my help. Email after email, the truth spilled out. Trent begging me to do his work. Trent admitting he couldn't use basic software. Trent threatening coworkers who wouldn't cover for him. The board's faces shifted from doubt to disgust. Twice, Trent tried to interrupt, but his own lawyer pressed him down, whispering urgently in his ear. Then, at 11:30, Brandon and Ashley joined by video call, adding their own stories. And Samantha? She played the recording of Trent screaming at her, threatening her career. The room was dead silent as his voice filled the speakers. The evidence wasn't just strong, it was overwhelming. A board member finally turned to Trent. "Can you show us how to run the Morrison analysis? That's a basic function of your role." Trent sat there fumbling with the computer, sweating, clicking through the wrong menus. After 5 minutes of pure humiliation, he admitted he didn't even know how to open the program. The board voted unanimously. Trent was fired on the spot. No severance, no saving face. His fraud case was being sent to prosecutors. As security escorted him out, still shouting about revenge and lawsuits, something inside me shifted. 3 years of fear, humiliation, and stolen credit walked right out the door with him. And honestly, watching him try to rewrite years of my work overnight, it was like watching someone cram for a final exam they never attended a single class for, except this exam was their career, and the teacher already knew they cheated. Thanks for watching. Today's train wreck is over, but tomorrow's ride is already on track. Subscribe so you don't miss it.